welcome to Go Gently. My name is Bonnie Wright and I am so pleased that you are here. Thank you so much to everyone who has been tuning in to these videos. I appreciate you so much and I am loving seeing all of the comments on the videos. I have been reading through them all. Keep them up. It feels like a really sweet community is growing there and I'm loving to hear people try different recipes and tips and ideas that I have been suggesting in these videos. So yeah, what is Go Gently about? Well, just a reminder, sometimes I need to remind myself. I've probably said what Go Gently is about 101 times for different reasons, but I'm here to keep talking about it. So I have a book coming out in less than 3 months on April 19th called Go Gently, Actionable Steps to Nurture Yourself and the Planet. That is available for pre-order, which I will put the link in the comments below. If you feel inclined to do that, I appreciate it. And yeah, so the book is essentially a pretty autobiographical story of what got me interested in the climate movement. Obviously, biggest reason was being absolutely terrified by the devastation that was happening to the climate and also how disproportionately that was affecting people across the world. So I wanted to get involved. I wanted to understand what could I be doing? How could I be part of the change I wanted to be seeing? So this first started in lots of sort of larger, bigger, more global sort of actions, predominantly with Greenpeace, also Rainforest Alliance, then my own group that I set up, Waste Watch, and often these actions I was taking were a lot more focused on the larger sort of change, like change in policy, reforming policy, whether that was also voting the right elected officials in to represent people and the planet, and just these kind of, yeah, more larger things, focusing on corporations and how to challenge their practices. But I would often come home from these sort of bigger, larger things, and I would look around me and I'd look at my habits in my day-to-day life, and they're just felt a little bit sort of not in line with each other. I was like, how can I care massively about the health of our oceans and I know the pollution that is happening with single-use plastics, but then I'd come home and be like, wow, single-use plastics are all over my day-to-day life, as they unfortunately are. So how could I, in my own way, begin to lower my use of single-use plastics so that while I was campaigning through Greenpeace and campaigning for ocean health, I felt like even at least in my own day-to-day life, I was trying as much as I could to sort of reflect what I cared about and sort of be true to my values. So the book is about that, basically, how you can take these often quite overwhelming, larger, big-scale issues and bring them down to a scale that we can comprehend and understand. So anyway, that is a quick reminder of Go Gently. The book is a very colourful, full of photographs, illustrations, also lots of words, and very much in my personal first-person voice. So I hope you enjoy that book, but we're here and this is a video and I'm very pleased to be here in front of this camera. It's been a long time. In fact, this YouTube has been pretty fun to be back in front of the camera. It's been a long time since I've really acted in anything. I've been quite enjoying hiding behind my computer screen or on the other side of the camera. But anyway, what is this video about this week? Well, big news. I have moved. Not only have I moved house, but I've also moved cities. That is right. I am living in San Diego. We are in San Diego right now. I was before living in Los Angeles, but now we're in San Diego. Had a bit of a crazy end of our year. Andrew was going to be moving to LA, but then my landlord put the house I was living in that I loved on the market, but it wasn't quite right for me. I didn't want to live there forever. I had a beautiful 2 years living there, and Andrew and I had been going back and forth between these two cities for a long time, so we were ready to live in the same place. So this is Andrew's house, which is now our house. He has lived here for 10 years, has a beautiful garden. He's looked after it very well. It's nearly a 100-year-old house. It's like an old craftsman home. And this video is about what I've been up to in my new life in San Diego, and also the kind of things that I think we all maybe look for and question when we were moving to a new neighbourhood. So what are the kind of things that you could be looking out for when you're in a new neighbourhood? For me, for an example, it has been, where is the nearest green space that I can walk to? I love walking Billy, he needs a walk every day, and I need a walk every day, so green spaces around me. Another thing is, what kind of sort of things within the community could I get involved in? Whether that's a local group, whether that's meeting new friends, whether that's just kind of seeing where different things are advertised to participate in and feel more part of the local community. So we'll look into that and look at kind of ways that we can kind of begin that search, because it can be challenging. Another one, like, where could I buy my coffee, my groceries, my, I don't know, going out for dinner? Where could I go to places that I feel like are loved by the community, care about the community, and maybe have some sustainable practices as well within them? Other things could be, where could I go to get inspired and see some cultural things, whether that's a museum, a more local smaller gallery, maybe music, cinema, botanical gardens, all those things. Big thing is compost. Where am I going to put my compost? Luckily, Andrew has a very healthy compost pile that I can see from here. But if you don't, where could you maybe participate in knowing that you could be taking your compost somewhere? So this video is going to be an exploration of San Diego. I'm still figuring it out. I obviously have spent a lot of time here visiting, but it doesn't quite, it's always very different when you actually live somewhere. So come with me on my way to discover this city and feel more at home in this new place. And yeah, let's go enjoy ourselves and explore. One person who is so happy about being here is Billy. He is obsessed with Andrew, and every time he comes home from work, he's still like as excited to greet him as though he hasn't seen him in months and years. So he can't quite believe his luck that he gets to be by his two favourite people. Do you Billy? What you do? Sorry, excuse my really annoying pet voice that I put on every time I talk about my pets. Anyway, let's go find Frank and Hugo. Okay, so I sincerely apologise. I just realised I had like 2 eyelashes on my face through that entire recording. I was loading onto my computer and I was like, oh, oops, but the light was so nice, so you know what? When no one's perfect and I have 2 eyelashes on my face. I'm going to send some emails and then we're going to go outside. Hello, Hugo. Hello. Buddy, what are you up to? This is your whole bedroom. You have a whole bedroom to yourself. Do you like it? He wants to tell the world something. Sorry, I'm in the darkest room. We were in the brightest room before, but I wanted to highlight, I've got some samples for some bookmarks I'm going to make. These are just other people's random things, but it's going to be on seed paper, and I'm going to be making some Go Gently bookmarks that are going to be something I hand out when I meet you in person, which I hope I'll do at some book events or just wherever I end up in the world. If you see me, come up to me. And I hope I'm going to give you a Go Gently bookmark. But if there'll be some things becoming available online for purchase outside of the book, and you will be getting a bookmark with that. So I got these samples today, and I'm going to have to design the bookmark, which I'm going to do on the computer at some point. Okay, I'm procrastinating. I love my desk so much, clearly, but it's time to get outside. So let's go. Open pile compost, but in an enclosed box. Okay, so I have done the short little amount of Saturday morning emails I had, and now Andrew and I are going to take Billy for a walk, and I'm watching him as I say walk be like, oh, it's that time, and maybe we'll go get a coffee. Actually, yeah, ooh, we're gonna go to this one place which I love because they don't have any disposable cups. They don't let anyone take a disposable cup and instead they have another method if you don't bring your own reusable. So we're going to go there. It's called James Coffee Company, and then we're going to go for a walk in this great little canyon that's like right in the middle of the city, which I love. It feels like when you go down in there, the city doesn't exist and you're in this little kind of enclave and pocket of nature, which is always nice. Okay, coffee time. So I just want to highlight this company, James Coffee Company. They only provide people who get coffee to go with these types of reusable cups. So you deposit them, I think it's like $2.50, and then you bring it back and they give you a new fresh one. So you keep this koozie thing. So it's a lovely concept, I think. So confident to basically just be like, we're not doing any takeaway cups. So there's a couple of these in San Diego. Oh, look. Coyotes. Hi.
Billy, look. Come on. Sit. 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 Sit.
So green down here. You'd never think we're in the middle of a city, but we're actually driving through Balboa Park right now. Gonna go search out some museums. So I've come to the Mingay Museum, which is of folk art and crafts, and I feel so inspired. I feel like I've spent a lot of time on the computer this week, so I felt like I needed some real life inspiration from physical objects. So I take a moment to come down here. It's in Balboa Park, a park in the middle of San Diego, which has so much to do within it, whether that's hiking trails, dog parks, and so many museums. I've walked past here so many times but never been in any of the museums, so I'm so pleased I finally have. And just taking a moment on this beautiful little porch veranda terrace thing, and then I'm going to go back inside and look at all the wonderful art there is. That was so nice to just breathe in some culture and history and some beautiful folk art. I'm feeling very inspired. And I feel like just going to museums and looking outside of the phone and everything just really slows you down. So I'm feeling very serene. It's a very hot day. I'm gonna have to make sure I drink some water. I have some in my bag. And I'm gonna continue exploring and slowly work my way home and see what Andrew is up to. And have a very chill evening, I'm sure. Beautiful. Okay, we have been moving so much stuff around the house and we are very hungry, so we're gonna go to a sandwich shop we love and also probably stop by the farmer's market. Got my bag in case we get anything from the farmer's market. I hope we feel inspired by what we're going to eat, because I have no idea what we're going to have for dinner, but I love to go to the farmer's market and check out what's in season. So we had a bit of a failed mission to the farmer's market because by the time we got there, everything was being packed up. We obviously spent too long eating our delicious sandwich, but we did get some flowers. Well, Andrew got me some flowers. So I guess we have no food for dinner.
Oh dear. So you got flowers that match your nice pants.
I do. But anyway, let's go home and finish up all the organization we're doing in the house.
Bye now.
Bye-bye. Moving things. So back home, Andrew's still moving some things around the house, but I am sat on my computer reading through my book because tomorrow I am going to be recording the audiobook, which I'm very excited about. I can't believe this day has come. I was always excited when the publishers asked if I wanted to record my audiobook, which I obviously said yes. And yeah, it's kind of a funny experience actually reading through it again. Like, I haven't read through the book for a couple of months, and it's going to be strange reading out my words out loud. Like, I've read out so many other people's written words, whether that's a script or having done other audiobooks in the past, but it is quite strange that I've got to read like 50,000 words of my own. It's going to be an interesting couple of days. I cannot wait. And so I'm going to have some practice session right now and try and read some words out loud and get my articulation and my rhythm flowing. And we're going to have to wake up early tomorrow morning. I don't want that kind of morning husky breath happening for when we start recording. So yeah, I'm gonna get reading. I cannot wait to share this with you, this book. I'm kind of terrified as well about my book coming out, I am not gonna lie. All this work and it all kind of coming to this moment. So I better go and get recording, and I think I might go for a bit of a evening stroll to finish my day. Also give you a beautiful tour more of Andrew's garden. Above us is a giant passion fruit vine. If you can kind of see, that's a loquat tree. Got lots of pretty flowers and succulent kind of vibes in here. Andrew also built this entire deck. It's kind of hard, the light is so bright right now, but yeah, Andrew built this deck. Nice lights. That's a little kind of deck space outside our bedroom. And then this beautiful shady spot that is so nice in the summer. Natural shade of the passion fruit vine. It's only like 2 or something years old, and it produces so many passion fruits. You look cute, Billy. You look pretty cute too. You look pretty cute too there. You little stretch. Sniffing every tree there is. Enjoying my very new pink Wright pants. I just think this park is like the most quintessential park. Everyone's out enjoying Sunday afternoon. It's beautiful sunset coming through. Looks like they are planting some new native plants in this little bit park, which is great. Okay, we've had a nice lovely little evening stroll. Just gonna sit here and watch the sun go down, but it's been lovely having you along on my weekend, just seeing a little peep into my new life in San Diego. Looking forward to my audiobook recording tomorrow. Gonna get a nice early night, and yeah, share different things in the comments below of like maybe things that you have found exciting or challenging when you've moved to a new neighborhood. I know the next thing for me to sort of do is to find a local group to be part of, to just kind of connect more with my local community. So thank you again for tuning into my videos. I really appreciate you, and I hope you have a beautiful Sunday. Let's catch that sunset. Let's go home, buddy. It's definitely time to go home because Billy has a stick, which is what he always does when we're on our way home. He always knows it's home time, don't you, Bill? Because you got your stick.